what you're made of, soldier.
We have to push through enemy territory. Let's go! Let's go! Tanks on! Taking fire! Rally near the tank and protect it! Covering fire! Destroy the 88s!
So there you have it, guys. Call of Duty World War II reveal trailer. Absolutely fantastic. And today I'm joined by Dual Kicker 17. Most of you guys know who that is in my videos and the previous videos I've done over the course of 8 months, guys. Welcome, Dual Kicker. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, I guess.
It's great, great. So what do you think about the trailer in Call of Duty World War II?
There's the trailer without gameplay, without seeing the gameplay, had a lot to it to actually literally soak up, because there was a lot of stuff, and I actually wasn't paying attention at the beginning when they said it was actually multiplayer gameplay. So when I was watching it, I was assuming some of this was like, you know, story mode or something different, but then coming back to see that it was actually multiplayer gameplay shocked me a lot, because that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
and Call
absolutely.
of Duty does not have that many people in their games, but this is a lot, and it shocked me, and you know, I was pretty fascinated about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at the end of the day, Call of Duty has always been, you know, the game to surprise people, right? You know, so I think at the end of the day, World War II is huge, and when they announced that, you know, a couple months back, really excited for it, but I was kind of worried how the direction they were going to take, okay? And the direction, you know, are they going to make it the same, or are they going to try to mix it up and try to make it kind of like Battlefield? You know, not Battlefield in general, but, you know, just something like that. So what do you think about that?
Well, since I have actually already seen, since today I've already seen the gameplay, actual gameplay of multiplayer, and I don't think it's like Call of Duty used to be, and you would say, if you was to have watched it yourself, you would say it's don't look like Battlefield, but it seems to be like Battlefield. The bayonet charge, everything, that looks like Battlefield to me when I see that happen.
Absolutely.
It sound and look like Battlefield. The guy screams, you know, similar. The movement and everything's the same. It's got the blurriness and all that, you know, how you would expect if you ran as fast as you could to try to stab somebody. But I would say it seems to be more gory than Battlefield, which Battlefield does not have, you know, body parts flying off. And It's been a while since they put the body part flying off in Call of Duty. And I think, didn't the only time they really actually do that was in War at War,
I believe.
They didn't do it in any Black Ops?
No.
Because I didn't play Black Ops that much. I was more of a fan of the Modern Warfare, but
Yeah.
them bringing the body parts back makes it more interesting, more, you know,
Yeah,
fun, gory.
exactly.
You know, you're bringing some pretty gritty action to the game. I do believe in World at War they didn't really. In World at War they did some of the guns to where they had enough power to blow your legs off.
Yeah.
This one I've seen some gameplay on it already, and the shotguns in World at War will blow your leg off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this one, I didn't see it doing that, so it kind of made more sense. But more of the higher power guns, they were always at a distance at shooting, so I couldn't really see that.
Right. Well, I think, introducing something like this to Call of Duty, something a little bit more, gory, and obviously the graphics is going to make it look so much better, okay? The details in that, seeing that guy's getting his leg blown off, that was sick. Sick. Other than that, what was your favorite thing about this trailer that stood out to you the most?
My favorite thing about this trailer that stood out the most is more action,
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be running really fast to get somewhere to get into the game, like to get into the action. Every other Call of Duty, besides this one, you had boost jumping, your speed, whatever, to get somewhere fast to actually get into combat. But in this one, it comes to you the way they got it set up.
Exactly.
There's a lot more players, obviously, and you're gonna die more than likely. I mean, if you don't, then you obviously got some freaking skill. But you're gonna die a pretty good bit in this because there's gonna be a whole lot more. And if you haven't played Battlefield 1, this is probably gonna be the closest taste to it. If you're never going to plan on playing it, which I recommend you to try it anyways. It's a big different experience. But this is more of an arcade style of Battlefield.
Right.
A more, I guess, easier, not as frustrating to actually have fun. Because Battlefield, it gets frustrating.
Absolutely.
It gets frustrating with me. I can get good, and then all of a sudden, just really dumb stuff starts happening. But Call of Duty is a different story. If you manage to get your skill, tight and right, you can have fun. And everybody can. But the main thing that I've really paid attention to is the action, how much more there is to it. I knew the game was going to be beautiful. I knew they were going to put different things in there that's going to make you go, oh, wow, well, that's pretty cool.
Right.
But the main thing was the action.
Right. Well, I think from a question standpoint, what do you think about this Call of Duty? Okay, this hasn't been announced yet, but what about the environment killing you? Like a building falls down in multiplayer and it kills you? Now, that's happened, I guess, in some Call of Duties, but I'm not very familiar with that. Having that type of structure in a Call of Duty game, because it happens in Battlefield a lot. If you're in a building, the building blows down on top of you, get killed by debris. Can that be introduced in Call of Duty?
I'm trying to remember if that has already been introduced, but slightly introduced, but I can't really remember if there is actually an environment killing you in this game.
Not including exploding barrels. That doesn't really count. I'm talking about buildings.
That is an environment kill, but that's triggered by you.
Exactly. Or another player.
You're talking about, like, I guess Go for Ghost. This ain't a killing environment, but they had a map that, it shook and, done all sorts of crazy stuff that would seem like something might fall on you, but nothing did. That's an environment kill if something did fall on you. But I don't know if they actually would put that in this. I haven't seen it yet, or I probably have. I just didn't really pay attention to it. I'm trying to think of all the things they had set up in it when I saw the actual gameplay that could possibly kill you. Now, I have noticed you have to build a bridge on one of the war gameplays to get your tank across, and then you got to protect your tank and over and over because you got to get to a certain area and use the tank. But building that bridge, I don't know if you could blow that bridge down to mess up whatever the attackers had planned to do. So that I'm not really sure about at all.
Sure. Yeah, I kind of gave it some thought, Last thing I want to talk about today, okay, before we sign off. What was your favorite thing, not only included in the trailer, but what do you wish you would have seen in the trailer that was not there?
Well, my favorite thing, first off, that was there, I like the bayonet charge.
Okay.
I thought that was really cool. I mean, yeah, it might be a copycat of Battlefield, but I don't care. I thought it was cool and gory, and if I wanted to put some power into something, just start doing something really quick, that bayonet charge is there for me.
Okay, what about your favorite thing?
My favorite thing
other than that.
My favorite thing that I would want to have in it.
Yeah. That you did not see in the trailer.
That I did not see in it. I haven't really gave it any thought. But I'm going to try to branch off on what I did see in the gameplay that I would hope that's on more things. is on the bar. It has like a red dot sight, kinda.
Really?
Yeah. If I would point out right there on your second screen, that screen right there, that screenshot right there, that is the bar with a bayonet charge. And if you look a little closely, you can see.
Okay, I see that now. Yeah.
See the red dot sight. I don't know how many guns you could put that on. I don't know if you're allowed to put that on. If it's already set in the class, I don't know if you're allowed to take it off. I don't know any of that. But I hope they have more varieties of that, because I like the World War II guns, but at times I don't like using iron sights.
Yeah.
But I really hope they give some more modifications to the guns, or at least show us what you can do with the modifications with your guns. I do notice you can put a silencer on the grease gun.
Yeah,
I never
that
knew you
was
could do
that was pretty cool. I seen that.
That's sick.
in the trailer.
And the grease gun's actually got some pretty good power in that game. It's not a weak gun.
No.
Like in my mind, I set the grease gun as a freaking weak gun.
Right.
But it's not. And even with the silencer on there, you're popping people about 40 meters, 50 meters away, and it's still kind of accurate and giving you some power.
Well, other than that, okay, the red dot sight, I guess you would call it, right? If you noticed in Battlefield 1, okay, that's World War 1. You notice on the MP18 optical, it had like a red dot sight on it, okay? Would that be considered, you know, not really, I guess, authentic? You know, is that really what happened? Did they really use those? And is this game going to have the same thing with certain classes?
Well, we all know already what World War II has. There's a lot of things in World War II that they obviously didn't manufacture enough, because, you know, they didn't have time. The war was also going as fast as World War I. They had to hurry up and make something, get out there, and put soldiers out there.
Right.
Only the special groups would get the special stuff, and you don't really know about most of that stuff because it's going to be classified. And what I'm thinking is they're going to do the same thing as Battlefield. World War I did not, before they done it, it did not sound like they were going to have a lot of stuff to it. I was like, well, 5 guns for this side, 5 guns for that side, and just a little bit different stuff. It was World War I.
Right.
You didn't expect that. You knew World War II had freaking crazy guns. You knew they did. But what I think they're going to do in this one, hopefully, is they're going to get some prototype stuff out there that was actually made, but not manufactured enough to actually be put out on the line.
All right. Well,
I hope they do that. I really do.
nice. Well, that was Call of Duty World War II, guys. Thank you for joining me today, Dual Kicker. In case you guys don't know who he is, I'm pretty sure you guys do. I've announced him in a lot of videos in the past. Dual Kicker 17, we must play every game together. You guys probably seen him in a lot of gameplay in Battlefield or any zombies game.
I'm usually better than him, so.
Yeah, he's full of shit. But thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the Call of Duty World War II trailer? Is it absolutely insane? Now, most people, you know, they're really looking for the multiplayer. But other than that, guys, what do you guys think about it? Leave it down in the comment section below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, I will catch you guys in the next one. This is Duck Shots, signing off.